Welcome to Carlsbad, land of sun, fun, sea, and some of the best food around. My name is Alicia. I love to travel and I love to eat, and I love to eat well. Hence why I'm here in sunny Carlsbad, ready to dig into all of the deliciousness that this city has to offer. Sandwiched in between the culinary capitals of Los Angeles and San Diego, this coastal village is sometimes overlooked on the dining map, but that would be a huge mistake. This seaside town has long been a hidden gem for under-the-radar tastemakers, and lately it has received some national recognition, thanks in part to award-winning chefs like Richard Blais and Eric Voss setting up shop in this idyllic SoCal city. And of course, the local farms that make sourcing fresh ingredients a breeze. Join me on this culinary tour of Carlsbad, California, aka Paradise. The Park Hyatt Aviara Resort and Spa is well known for its great food and great restaurants. Richard Blais, the beloved winner of Bravo's Top Chef All-Stars, has put Carlsbad on the culinary map with the newest restaurant, Ember and Rye. However, another hidden gem of this amazing five-star property is the Ponto Lago restaurant, which features refined and modern Baja-inspired cuisine. Let's dive in, explore this open kitchen, and see what makes this place so special. Hello.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Chef Pierre. It is so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me at your beautiful restaurant.
Welcome. Thanks for being here and welcome to Ponto Lago.
Now, I have to know, what is the inspiration behind Ponto Lago restaurant? I mean, this place is absolutely stunning and I have to know more about it.
Isn't it? Well, the inspiration came very naturally. Sitting pretty much at the terrace there and looking at the Pacific Ocean. And down below we have a beautiful beach, Ponto Beach. So that's the first name was inspired with the Ponto Beach. And then pretty much looking on the east side and seeing the beautiful Batiquitos Lagoon. And those two names came together. Ponto Lago, I thought it was a good reason to it. And then pretty much looking at further our surrounding, being coastal, at the border of Mexico, surrounded with beautiful land and sea, and we came up with a kind of a Baja coastal theme.
Awesome. Well, I am super excited to dig in and try some of these dishes. Could you show me some of your favorites?
Absolutely. Let's sit down and have some food.
Awesome. Thank you.
So you asked me what of my favorite dishes are. We have two here that we're gonna talk about it. One is the amachi crudo with a blackberry aguachile with avocado, serrano peppers, and some morita ash. And that's a perfect appetizer, refreshing, very flavorful, a little hint of spice with the serrano pepper, but that's perfect to start your an appetizer with, sorry. And we have the second one is the Barras Tribas that we grill on a wood fire grill over mesquite, and then we top it with the parsley leaves, cherry tomato and garlic chips, and we finish it up with some cherry vinegar and hot olive oil on top. Et voila!
Wow, this looks amazing and I can't wait to dig in.
Thank you.
So what's next for the restaurant and its culinary offerings?
Well, next for the restaurant, I think it's a constant movement of seasons. So we are always getting ready to change the menu for the next seasons, working with farmers around us to pretty much promote the product they have at the time.
So tell me what you love about being a Carlsbad chef and this whole destination in general.
Well, very easy question to answer. Carlsbad is amazing location. I've been around in the world and traveling, and when I arrive in Carlsbad, it's something that I say to myself, I don't need to go anywhere else. I can stop here and spend the rest of my life here. The climate, of course, the coastal access, and for the chef to be surrounded with such a craftsman of farmers, fishermen, and it's a dream coming through, pretty much.
Well, Chef Pierre, thank you so much for having me here today. This restaurant is absolutely beautiful and I've had such a great time and the dishes are incredible.
Well, thank you for coming here, Alicia. It's a pleasure to have you, and yeah, we'll keep cooking.
The Park Hyatt Aviara regularly sources food from farms from the Carlsbad area, and you can too. Many local chefs can be spotted picking up their favorite items at the weekly Carlsbad Farmers Market, held every Wednesday on State Street in the Carlsbad Village. One of the best farms in Carlsbad isn't even on land. A hidden treasure of the Carlsbad Lagoon, the Carlsbad Aqua Farm, a sustainable oyster farm, is now finally open. After 30 years of operating privately, visitors can now come for tours, tastings, and chefing classes. In addition to being tasty, these briny bivalves act as a natural reef, protecting the shoreline.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you.
It's really good to have you here. So I'm the operations manager here at Carlsbad Aqua Farm, and we're really glad to have you come in and get to see what we do here.
Well, I'm very excited. Oysters are one of my favorite things to eat, and this looks like an incredible farm.
We have a few oysters here.
So, after operating privately for so long, what made you decide to open to the public?
Well, we've always wanted to be open to the public, and it wasn't until the city pulled down the historic power plant that they pulled the security line back, which is what allowed us to bring the public in.
Well, I am very excited that I get to experience this for myself.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Let me show you around.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen oysters in various sizes this close up before.
Yeah, we have the little tiny baby oysters.
These are so adorable.
And then in about 8 to 9 months, it turns into one that's ready for the market.
Oh my gosh.
And in about 4 years, they're full grown.
Okay, I had no idea that these oysters get so big.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome. So could you tell me more about the process?
How we farm the oysters is we kind of have a unique method here where we're growing the oysters in floating cages about 5 feet below the surface in the lagoon. That keeps them about 20 feet above the bottom, so they're up above the mud, so they grow much cleaner with a lot of really bright colors that we're going to get to see in a little bit. And then when we bring the oysters to shore, we don't send them straight out to market. We actually have a purification system on shore that makes sure that we get all of the mud and grit out of them so they have a very clean, crisp flavor.
So how do your oysters help the Carlsbad environment?
Well, oysters as they feed, they're filter feeders and they take the algae out of the water. And once the algae has been pulled out, it allows the sunlight to reach all the way down to the bottom. So if you look out into the water here, you can actually see this is a flowering grass here. It's one of very few plants that actually lives in the ocean. And that flowering grass can only survive because of the oysters. With the water more clear, the sunlight can reach all the way down to the bottom and it gives the little baby grass the energy that it needs to grow. If we pulled out the oysters, the water would become more cloudy, the light wouldn't reach the bottom, and we'd lose all the grass. And in this eel grass, there's a tremendous amount of wildlife. We actually have seahorses, native seahorses, living here in the eel grass, along with a lot of fish, shorebirds, the state fish, the Garibaldi, just a tremendous amount of wildlife.
Wow, that is incredible.
So have you ever opened an oyster before?
No, but I'd love to learn.
All right, let me show you how it's done. So you take an oyster, and there is a curled side and a flat side. You put the curled side down, you hold over the top, and then with an oyster knife, you just wiggle the knife a little bit side to side into the back of the shell. And then when it slips in, you just twist the blade, and that creates a gap, and it pops open. Slide the knife in, and sideways you can cut right through the top.
Wow. I've always wanted to learn how to shuck an oyster.
And you can see it's connected right here, so you put the knife back in, and you scrape underneath, and then we flip it over. And it's good to go.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to try.
And we've got some lemon and some hot sauce.
Now, I like my oysters with some lemon juice. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my god, you really don't need any toppings at all.
Yeah.
It's so delicious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And this has been out of the water about 25 minutes.
I don't think I've ever had an oyster that fresh before. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for this wonderful tour, and all of the oysters were incredible. I've had an excellent time here.
Right, thank you for coming in.
Wanted to say a huge thank you to Carlsbad Aqua Farm for having me today. Now let's head to the next stop. Just last fall, Chef Eric Voss earned Carlsbad its first Michelin star award for his refined prefix menu at Jun Julie. French for young and beautiful, this contemporary French-style bistro is known for its incredible seasonal menus that highlight locally grown ingredients. Chef Voss also helms the kitchen at the Homier Campfire restaurant, where steaks and seafood are lovingly grilled over an open wood fire. Both restaurants are a smash success and drawn foodies from all over the map. Let's go take a look at Jun Julie's Michelin award-winning menu.
Hi, welcome to Jun Julie.
Hi, oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to dig in and try all the deliciousness.
Oh, great. Well, Chef has created a beautiful menu for you this evening, so we are ready to go.
Perfect.
All right, for your first course, we have your foie gras, charred leeks with a wintergreen salad of frisée and mâche, finished with Perigold black truffles. And then we have a buttermilk and dill oil.
Look at that.
Quite delicious. Go ahead and enjoy.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to dig in.
You're welcome. We are going into your Saint Jacques pan-seared diver-caught scallops on top of wilted spinach with a ragu of clams and salsa feed finished with toasted walnuts.
I am so excited to try this. Scallops are one of my favorite dishes, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, for your main this evening, we have your canard, Liberty Farms roasted duck breast with black trumpet mushrooms and cocoa roasted parsley, finished with quince paste and marigold petals.
I love a good duck breast. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This just melts in your mouth. It's so, so, so good.
How was everything this evening?
Oh my gosh, that was pretty incredible. Pretty stuffed, but I think I have a little bit of room left for dessert.
Perfect. Well, we got the best dessert coming right out for you.
I'm so excited.
Perfect. All right, and for your dessert, we have your agrumes, bergamot semifreddo with lemon curd and a candied fennel crumble, finished with white chocolate.
Sounds delicious. Thank you so much. As you can see, Carlsbad is loaded with great tastemakers, and honestly, that was only a sampling of all the gourmet goodness that this town has to offer. We didn't even get to the breweries, the village pie shop, the windmill food hall, Good's donut shop. I mean, honestly, you guys, I think I could go for donuts right about now. There's so much more to explore on the culinary front here in Carlsbad, and I'll definitely be back. I hope you can join me.